What up, what up, what up, what up? Hello and welcome to season 2, guys, of Reminisce React, the 80s season. This season is going to be focused on the 80s music videos. I'm your host, Magic Leb, aka Maginandary. You can follow me on my YouTube, which is at Maginandary. And on my Instagram, we have Fame Film Agency and Fame's Comedy Spot, BH. Now, I feel like I should be holding a yo-yo and playing my old Nintendo, going back to the 80s. I was a child. I wasn't even in my teens in the 80s, but how well do I remember it? Oh, so well. You know, it was a very political decade. The Berlin Wall came crumbling down. Computers were a thing. It was slowly growing. Like, one in every 500 homes had a computer. And whenever we had friends that had a computer, we knew their parents were rich for them to have a computer. The horrible tragedy of AIDS broke out in the 80s, killing motherfuckers left, right, and center, you know, which terrified the gay community for a while. And of course, we had blockbuster movies and great fucking music videos. Blockbuster movies like Gremlins, you know, the Goonies, the Indiana Joneses, you know, Rocky 3 and 4, you know. There was just so much. I mean, Commando, Rambo's, you know, Predator, Die Hard, the first one at least. You know, it was full of energy, full of creativity, full on horrible haircuts and embarrassing wardrobe, but they still somehow made it look okay. You know, they had the Flock of Seagulls haircut, you know, the Tomahawk, which people still do today. I mean, it was just so filled with so many great things. It was arcades and movies and video stores, you know, and pop rocks. I know they came out in the 70s, but they were still very, very well known and famous in the 80s. Cap guns. I mean, it was a blast. It was a blast. And those portable little portable video games that were in black and white. You know what I mean? It was just one hell of a great decade, you know? It was beautiful. It was innocent. It was fun. And we're gonna react to some music videos this season, you know what I mean? Now, I always do this random thing. But if there's any of you out there that enjoy my show, and you have a favorite 80s song that you would like for me to react and reminisce to, because I'm sure I would have seen it. If I haven't seen it, that would be a miracle, really. Right? So let's get on the random meter. See, the way I work this out is, like, I got this little program. I insert a bunch of pictures in there, pictures of, you know, singers, artists of the particular decade, and I know I've got all the songs because I got a large list of music from the 50s till today, like large. Like I got a discography of almost every artist. So I'm gonna have the music. I'm gonna have the video. So let's go to this little thing and see what we have for today as our first episode. Let's check it out. I can say Prince there. That's the way. Take on Me. That's a pretty good choice, actually, for a first video, you know, because when we were watching that as kids, we were wondering, how the hell did they do that? Even in the 80s, you know, for 80s standards, how the hell did they make like a sketch, black and white comic, and mix it with reality and put it together? The filming and it's all post-production, obviously, the editing and all that. How they did it back, I can't do that shit today with my stuff, and I can emulate it a little bit, but it still won't look as good as that. Anyway, let's get down to it. Take on Me by I wonder how they got that name. Here we go. No fooling around, man. Just getting right to it. You ever pretend like you're playing in your room? You're playing the instrument? Trying to be a rock and roll star? I could never hit that note. Wow. I mean, that whole dragging thing, I mean, come on, man. You know, I mean, that was pretty freaky. I mean, as kids, we loved it. But, you know, it was just so wild. But have you ever been like when you were growing up in the 80s, were you ever in your room, you know, you got a tennis racket, you use it as a guitar? You know, I had a broken remote control I used to use as a microphone. And I'll just put like 2-3 books next together, pretend it was the keyboard. Ah, good times, good times. Okay, here we go. Let's continue. I love this theme. This is brilliant. Wow. Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful transition. From reality to the comic. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Obviously, they must have they filmed it. They must have filmed it in like real live action, and all of this was done in post. I don't see how they could have animated it, like, because you know the faces look just too spot on, too dead on, for it to be a plain animated drawing that they made into a video. I mean, you know, it's like an effect that you have on one of your editing programs. You could put a cartoon effect and turn yourself into a cartoon. That is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But you know, they didn't have those plugins in those days. So how the hell did they do it? I still can't figure it out. I've got to check out a video that's like the making of this video, because I'm really, as a filmmaker, you know, I really am interested in how they put this whole thing together, because it is quite genius. I mean, when they were sitting around talking about this video, how they're going to make it, one of them said, "That's a fantastic idea." And then I'm sure somebody in the film crew was like, "Yeah, but how the fuck are we going to do that?" You know, they must have gotten some guys, some really special, talented people, all right, a big crew to orchestrate all of this and put it together. Because, you know, even after almost 40 years, you look back at this and say, amazing. It's like amazing, you know, because it is. It's amazing. Shine away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take on me. Take me. Take on me. I'll be gone. What a voice. So creative. Yeah, it was obviously filmed in live. Uh-huh. Director Steve Barron. Animation directors. Okay, here we go. Wow, I didn't know I had credit to this. So I like to read the people involved. Wow. That was pretty heavy, guys. That was awesome. That was like, wow. Like really, truly wow. I mean, I've seen this video 100 times and it's wow every time. It's just wow. First of all, it starts off with the drums. Get straight into the beat where you're like, right? And then you got the little keyboard happening. Just like, damn, man. And all that mixed in with this animation. What a voice this guy has, by the way. Unbelievable. I mean, the only person that I know that can hit that note is Prince and Michael Jackson. But it's amazing, really, the whole thing. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm glad this was the first track on my season 2. I want to make my room more 80s. I'm thinking of getting a green screen or something over here so that I can capture that nostalgia of the decade that I'm going to be doing, because it's just so awesome. I mean, the 80s, I mean, Run DMC, I remember when they came out and they did that song with Aerosmith. And they did that song with Steve Tyler, Walk This Way, Talk This Way. I hope that comes up in random. If not, that'll probably be the one that I choose on the last episode, because last episode I get to pick, so many great things. We had Madonna, Michael Jackson, Prince, Lauper, Terence Trent D'Arby, Bananarama, Duran Duran, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, freaking Journey, just so many good things. I can make 50 episodes about the 80s, and you know what? Won't be enough. Anyway, thanks for joining me on my very first episode of Reminisce React, the 80s, Season 2, doing the 80s. Please check me out on my YouTube page at Majid and Dairy, and check me out on my Instagram at Fame Film Agency and Fame's Comedy Spot BH. I'm your host, Magic Leb. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, guys, peace out.